All right, let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to Soulstone Survivors. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Beastmaster, another one of the characters who got a legendary weapon in the latest update, the Skullcrusher's Den. For him, he got the Ancestral Flame. I currently have mine at plus 10. This gives me 60 extra health, 60 extra crit chance, and 50 damage modifier by having it at plus 10. And if we upgrade this, I believe, even further, he starts to get multicast chance as well. So it looks like he doesn't get a fourth stat until he upgrades his to plus 11 for some reason. Unusual, considering that the other two guys start getting another stat at plus 5. Or, I'm sorry, plus 10. As far as the skills go, we have Summons Pyrodactyl. Summons Pyrodactyls that cause damage and apply burn and weakness to fight for you. And it's got Cunning, and if you're not familiar with what Cunning is, if we come over here and just kind of hover over it for a second, units summoned by the skill will prioritize valuable targets such as elites, enemies, and Lords of the Void. So very good whenever your summons have this Cunning trait, so they go after your objectives. Very nice skill overall. Our secondary skill we have on this weapon is Summon Lava Tyrant. Summons Lava Tyrants that cause damage based on the number of stacks of burn on the target and apply burn. They have traits, Cunning, and Taunt. And Taunt says units summoned by the skill can be directly targeted by enemies, distracting them from attacking you. Enemies will still attack you if you are too close. So he can kind of take aggro from you. I'm not sure that Taunt is a super valuable skill. I often find, more often than not, that my summons are targeted over me regardless of whether or not they have Taunt, but I guess it's still kind of a nice utility skill. As far as the build we're going to be going for today, this is going to be a straight up kind of a meme build, but I think we're still going to be able to do damage with it. It's not going to be the best build, but this is going to be more of like funsies build, because sometimes, you know, it's just nice to have fun rather than go for the numbers, right? Hopefully the numbers will still come along, so we'll see how this works out. But you guys remember that one movie about the island that was on fire and Chris Pratt had to save a whole bunch of dinosaurs from a volcano-y death? What was it called? Like Fallen Kingdom? I believe that was the one, Jurassic Park? That's what we're going to be going for today. That's kind of what the inspiration I had for this build anyway. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be using singular focus. So we're going to be basically summoning Pyrodactyls as well as Lava Tyrannosauruses, but we're also going to put another threat on the field. I've actually used my rune over here and picked up the rune fire from the Chaos Walker, and we're going to be taking Volcano Eruption, and we're basically going to be summoning our own volcanoes on the field, and they're going to be acting as turrets, basically shooting everything nearby and causing like lava fire to spread everywhere. It's going to be really nice. There's going to be a whole theme to this whole thing. As far as our tenacity runes go, we're going with Elemental Flow, Searing Intensity, because of course we get the extra damage from the burn stacks, or the Shattered. We're going to have both, but we should have this extra damage right up front. And then we're taking Singular Focus, that way we're going to basically focus on getting a whole bunch of Pyrodactyls and Lava Tyrannosauruses. So that being said, if you like the sort of build, you want to see more guides like this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think of the build, and if you had fun using it as well. As far as the Ascension skill for the Beastmaster, where are you, Mr. Sir? Here he is. He's got another source of dinosaurs called the Wild. The Beastmaster may now find exotic beasts following the tracks and calling them to aid. So we actually get extra dinosaurs in the form of Velociraptors, so that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, that is the build. We're going to go ahead and jump into Titan Hunt. We are currently at plus 9, getting ready to fight the Void King. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do with this build. We're going to see how well it pops off, but I think it's worth a try. Let's give it a shot. Oh, wait, I realize now that I didn't go over the artifact power. The artifact power is called Watchful Hawk. Releases a hawk that flies around you, causing damage and applying burn. So basically, a little bird will circle around us and just hit things and deal fire damage. It's definitely a very passive amount of damage. It isn't as strong as other artifact powers, but it's still a source of fire damage, so that's nice. We're going to go ahead and go with Bro Kent. We're going to go a very traditional route for our very first two summons here. Which is, I'm going to go with Bro Kent for the Shatter, and then we're going to go ahead and go over to Mizahet for the Exposed debuff that I like putting on enemies. And this just makes it so where they take more damage overall, which is really nice, and extra damage is always great when we can shred armor off our foes, and then also melt them with the power of fire and lava. I'm going to go ahead and take the increased damage from the Pyrodactyls here. And we're just going to go ahead and pick up as much XP as we can. The only problem there really is with singular focus builds is because of the fact that we can take the same abilities over again. we can find more often than not that we kind of dilute the pool of abilities that we have, because we're basically not taking any abilities out. Usually when you take an ability, it removes it from the ability pool of skills you would see before, because you can't take them again, right? Well, now, because of the fact that we are allowing ourselves to take the same skill over and over again, we're gonna never see a dilution in abilities in there, meaning it might be hard to get the entire build up and going. So this is kind of really down to just luck, honestly. And by the way, you saw me take cast frequency there as one of the first passives we got. Cast frequency is probably one of the best stats in the game for summon builds. If you're not familiar with how cast frequency benefits your summons, it does increase the attack speed of your summons. So just know that cast frequency is absolutely 100% very much recommended for any summon build. Also, something to note, I did try this build out earlier just for the funsies, trying to see if it even worked out to begin with, and it did actually work out pretty well. I purposely tanked my fight that I was in, so that way I could show it off in real time, so I never got the full run of it. But what I can tell you is I did definitively find out, as you can tell, that we actually have the lava eruption is actually a summoned ability, which I did not know. So cast frequency should also benefit our volcanoes. And as you can tell right now, I currently have 3 Pyrodactyls, 1 Lava Tyrannosaurus, and 1 Lava Eruption. And what I'm going for here is more Pyrodactyl than Tyrannosaurus, because what I would like to do is have my bird boys go over there, pick the whole bunch of enemies with fire damage, and then like kind of stack them up for our Tyrannosauruses. Are we gonna get lucky enough to get another one? It doesn't look like it. I am actually gonna go with a volcano eruption. Maybe we only go with 1 Lava Tyrannosaurus. We'll see. Because honestly, he does damage based off of stacks of fire that are on enemies. So maybe if we focus on getting a whole bunch of volcanoes going, a whole bunch of Pyrodactyls, we'll have our Tyrannosaurus just absolutely destroy everything based off the stacks that are being dealt to enemies. This might be the better play. We'll kind of see. We'll kind of see. If I feel like we're missing some damage here, I might go for swapping out for one of the volcanoes for a Tyrannosaurus. But I honestly think this is going to work out just fine like this. Last time, I had 2 instances of Tyrannosaurus. It was working out pretty fine. I think this will be just as good. We already cleared this objective. Let me go ahead and queue up my raptors again. We'll head over here to the next objective. We'll go ahead and take the agile. I'm going to go ahead and take off bleed. I believe... Actually, I don't know what is even causing bleed on our build. Our raptors might actually cause bleed. Do they? No, they don't. Weird. Usually, element is only offered if there's a source of that damage on the field. And Tyrannosaurus does burn damage. And pterodactyls do weakness and fire. We'll go with fiery amplification. That'll allow us to stack up our flame stacks on enemies so much faster. Let's go ahead and go with the extra cast frequency. And we'll head over here to the rare objective. We still got Velociraptors up, but we're already gotten a queue for our Velociraptors to come out again and basically refresh the cooldown. So it's easy to say that you can pretty much have 100% uptime on your Velociraptors, assuming that you're able to step on the footprints. As of right now, all the footprints are currently in a whole bunch of red telegraphed attacks there on the ground. Looks like I can actually get over there now. There we go. And right now we have like 8 volcanoes out, which is pretty cool. The other thing I found out about the volcanoes themselves, well, it looks like 4 is the maximum that we can have. Is that right? Yeah, we can have 4 units per instance of volcano eruption. Because of the fact there's so many units, we can actually make it to where we have increased summon units and add on additional instances of a volcano. It will only affect 1 instance of the ability. That's still a-okay. And all we gotta really do is kind of make sure that we stay out of the way. Keep moving. Don't step in the front of any of these enemies who are maybe trying to swing at our dinosaurs. And it would be great. As you see, we're actually doing fairly well, even with a kind of a meme-ish build. I mean, I figured as much. Summon builds are pretty freaking strong in this game. I know a lot of people give summon builds a little bit of hate, saying that they typically fall off. And I'm not sure I entirely understand that. I kind of feel like maybe I have to go back and redo a video on like summons, like Necromancer, because I've actually seen a whole bunch of people kind of knock me for thinking Necromancer was one of the strongest characters in the entire game. I still feel that strongly, and they always say that the damage falls off, and I've always felt like they've never fallen off. They actually become one of the strongest scaling characters in the game, so I don't know. I don't think I've ever been proven wrong on it, but I would have to see people who struggle with the Necromancer to see what they're doing for it to not work out as well as it does for me. But seeing as how I'm pushing it in Titan Hunt, and I've literally don't think I've ever had a failed mission with the Necromancer. I'm not saying it's possible. I just don't understand it, honestly. We're going to go ahead and lock the ignition point. We're going to take the increased the quantity of our Pyrodactyl. Wow, we got 2 increased Pyrodactyls. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and take with Magnetic. And we're going to go here for the blue objective. And we're actually making a really decent time. We're at 5 minutes, 45 seconds. And I believe we're going to clear this objective and immediately go in to fight Bro Kent. So I think we're in a pretty good place. I think our volcano strategy is actually working out rather well. I would like to get some summon increases on our volcano if I could. I was really hoping it wouldn't go south there, but oh well. And there we go. Ooh, we got Incinerate. We got really lucky with this one. Portion of the total damage as caused instantly in addition to its normal effect. That is a very good thing. Ooh. Okay. We got some very, very strong passive upgrades here at the beginning before we even fight Brokent. That's nice. The only thing that might kind of screw me over here in this fight is the fact that we don't have a lot of movement. I think maybe, I can't remember if I said my weapon gives me some movement or not. But my Tyrannosaurus should be taunting this guy, but it doesn't seem like it's doing a very good job of that right now. You're supposed to be taunting, fools. Ooh, that was close. That was close too. Come on, finish him off. Before we, oh my god. If I had taken one more hit, chances are I was probably going to lose a life there. Oh my god. Level 2 of Incinerate. Absolutely. Go ahead and take the Shattered. And then we'll dip on. Alright. So now we're going to come over to Mezahet, and that will allow us to go ahead and grab the Exposed debuff. Enemies should be dying a lot faster now too, because they are being stripped of armor from all of our sources of damage. So that is nice. Realistically, all we got to do is just kind of stay out of the way, and our volcanoes and our dinosaurs will essentially deal all the damages for us. I got ticked for some damage there. I'm not entirely sure what did that. But assuming we can get up a couple of level ups here, we should be able to recover much of that health that we lost just with leveling up, naturally. Unless I get hit again, just like I did. Increase Lava Tyrannosaurus by 1. Let's get the extra movement. Yeah, that'll be helpful. Let's go Relentless. Magnetic. Let's do Frequency. I'm going to take some extra health here. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't want to put poison on stuff. Let's increase the damage of our dinosaurs. I would really like to get those feet for the velociraptors, but there are too many enemies huddled around. I really don't feel the power of this taunt ability working on my Tyrannosaurus at all. I'm still feeling like, I actually just lost a life. That's crazy. I am feeling like enemies are targeting me more than they usually do. Maybe the T-Rex is put the taunt ability on me. We just need to stay mobile here. You can see the Void Lords are actually taking the damage. It's pretty good. And I am still taking more damage than I would like to. It literally looks like some of these enemies are like turning to face me, which is crazy. I feel like my dinosaurs are failing me at the moment. Let's go ahead and increase. Actually, I'm going to lock this. I'm going to take the extra health. Maybe I need to take some block in the future for this guy. Dune vultures. Alright. Well, let's get them taken care of. Increase quantity. There we go. Just keep on moving. Actually, I want to check this, because I am honestly wondering. Okay, so it does work exactly like I thought, but for some reason it feels like I've got the attention of the enemies. I know it says if I get too close, I'll grab the attention, but it just kind of feels like they're targeting me more so than my dinosaurs. Let's go ahead and go with frequency. I'm going to keep on going with extra health anytime I see it. I'm going to keep on going with movement anytime I see it. Fire amplification. Another incinerate. Nice. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Let's do area of effect. It said it was going to be affecting my Pyrodactyl as well as my T-Rexes, which is nice. Keep on going with extra health. Relentless for more attack speed on everything. Multicast. Alright, let's get moving. I'm going to go ahead and go with the... Let's go with damage modifier of our volcano. Looks like there is a health thing over here. And there's another big one over here. I'm going to go ahead and go with the frequency. Go ahead and start this Void Lords. I want as much health as I can possibly get. That's what's going to make me feel better at the end of the day. We'll go with fiery amplification. Nice. Kind of get out of the way over here. Looks like we got a whole bunch of enemies just looking to AoE me down. Extra health. We'll go with the lethality, fire amplification, merciless, damage increase of all of my spells by 30%. Sure. Let's go with the powerful strikes, magnetic, multicast. Let's go with another instance of ignition. Actually, unlock this one. Take ignition point, multicast, increase damage of our Pyrodactyls, damage increase of all of our stuff by an additional 50%. Multicast. Yeah, absolutely. We got a whole bunch of good bonuses here. Alright. Should be cleared enough to get our bonus XP over here. Nice. Spontaneous combustion, fine. Go and grab this over here. Scorpions. Ooh, almost got caught up in the AoE of something. Come on. They're almost all dead. And there we are. It looks like that is going to get us to Mizzet. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of good things to have locked. Alright, let's see if we can deal with Mizzet fairly well. Luckily, we don't really have a lot of effects going on. I still have this at like max effects going on. All we got to do is kind of keep our distance, and our dinosaurs should be doing a majority of the work. As long as we dodge those tornadoes. And Deadzo. Actually, kind of want to lock this health, honestly. And then I'm going to go ahead and look for our exposed. Fragility would be nice, honestly, but exposed is just too good. But if we were to come back around, fragility would be a nice pickup because it's multiplicative and it works with our exposed. From here, we're actually going to go towards... Oh, I actually messed up here. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get what I want to get, but we'll see. We're actually going to go to Midarak. I actually needed to go in Midarak first because of the fact that we were going for a Titan power that essentially allowed us to build up our crit even more. And then we were going to come back to Midarak as our 4th Titan as well to grab the aptitude based off our crit. But if we build up our crit enough on its own, we should still be fine. We might actually just go back to Mizzet and grab the fragility debuff that we can put on enemies. So that way we can grab the multiplicative extra damage. Take the extra health. And our birds are attacking like super crazy. Go with spontaneous combustion. We just need to put more of an emphasis on grabbing crit chance now. Our weapon gives us inherent crit chance. We do have 129% base crit chance, so we will still get aptitude. There we go. Damage increase of volcano eruption by 40%. That's fine. Extra health by a good decent amount there. Looks like we got 45 extra health from just that one alone. We'll take Merciless. I'm going to go with Relentless. Ooh. 100% Relentless. We'll go with the Powerful Strikes. And we'll head up here. Oh, I'm missing Dinosaur Feet. Let's go and get our Raptors up. Or our Raptors are up, but let's refresh them. Alright, looks like corrupted enemies. Protector specifically. And as long as we stay moving, we should be in the clear for a lot of this. Ooh, we got a Treasure Goblin. And he did. So that's nice. Archaic Scarabs. Let's go with multicast on the volcano eruption. Nice. Increased damage of our Pyrodactyls. Let's get that Relentless up even further. We only need 2 more objectives. Looks like we'll have Archaic Scarabs for 1, and then whatever's to the left of us over here will be the last one. And you can see our volcanoes just like absolutely peppering enemies all around us. Definitely paying off with volcanoes alone. And I love watching this like flying V of pterodactyls just like flying at enemies and just like beaking them in the face. What do we got over here? We got Void Lords. It'll be fine. We'll take Void Lords. Beak them down, boys. Beak them down. That's it. That is everything until Midorak. All right, we'll get that XP. We'll go Powerful Strikes. I'm gonna take Lethality, Relentless, Powerful Strikes again. Drink some coffee. That's not part of the build, but if you have coffee, it is. I am going to turn down the effects here. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing the green on the ground. You got them, boys. It's so funny when you can't even see them beak them. I had to turn it up to 0.1. Oh my god, they absolutely murdered that fool. We have increased the, yeah, that's what we would have gone for if we had gone here the first time, but I think we have enough crit chance. We can go ahead and go with the aptitude here. Oh, almost missed it up. We had a treasure portal. We're going to take this. I don't expect to get a lot of levels. If I get like 15 levels out of this, I'm going to be a very happy camper. We'll see. All right, we got at least 9. Looks like we are actually going to be able to get at least 15. Maybe closer to 20. Already a win then. Okay. More than 20. Okay. This was excellent. This is the last opportunity. Well, I guess we could have gotten one before the Netherworld, but 26 levels out of that. That's nice. Let's go ahead and turn this auto level back on. This is already immensely more than I thought we were going to be getting. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I can't lock this. I'm going to have to go with the damage increase, right? Extra dash, fire amplification, extra dash, lethality, increased damage, pterodactyl, pyrodactyl, whatever. Lethality, fiery, extra health. I don't really care about multicast so much so right now. I want the movement. Movement, area effects. Go powerful strikes, relentless, magnetic, extra health. Frequency of our lava tyrannosaurus. Increase the quantity of them by 2. Yes. Yeah, I guess we'll go multicast. I'll go agile. Lethality. Vicious strikes, absolutely. Fiery implication. Damage of our pyrodactyl. Area effect. There we go. So all seem like decent choices. Looks like we have another choice. We're going to go ahead and go for Mizahit. I'm going to go over here and go for the weakness to fragility. I'm going to go ahead and turn my effects back up. That's crazy. I'm going to turn them down ever so slightly. And it looks like my summons are actually inheriting the aptitude, which is pretty funny. I think we're still benefiting from it. I could be wrong. But it shows up on the dinosaurs and the volcanoes. Powerful strikes. Nice. Go ahead and grab our Velociraptors. Man, they're attacking so fast, it's actually affecting my frame rate, which is hilarious. You know what? It's not going to help a lot. I guess we'll take block power. Why not? Again, my favorite thing is just like watching these guys literally just kind of absolutely just like fly. Like, go nose first into all these enemies. It's like, wherever direction they're going in, that enemy is screwed. Uh-oh. We're kind of locked here. Oh. Okay. What are the chances there's so many enemies we're going to laser in that one direction? I'm going to take the extra health. I am so glad I have over almost 700 health, I think. All your attacks may now cause burn. We'll go with that. I'm going to go get this health crystal over here. There we go. Just a little bit of extra health. I think I'll go with the... Actually, I'll go with Agile. If we see any more Leviathan, I'll take it. I'll take the Expansive, that's fine. And then, ooh, Incinerate. Take the extra health. Go for this blue objective. I'm not going to worry about the XP. There we go. I am kind of interested to see how fast we'll get rid of Midarak. Or Mizahet, sorry. Increased damage of our lava tyrants by 45%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, go after. Get them, my pretties. I mean, decently damaging a thing. Alright, now it's starting to build a little bit faster. I think it's when this guy is mobile that's causing them the biggest issue. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Merciless. I want to see if my crit chance, or my crit damage goes down if I don't hit anything. Where is it at? There it is. Weakness causes fragility. Looks like it's staying about the same. So maybe we have inherently picked up enough crit damage to do that through our skills. So it doesn't look like we're getting that benefit from Midarak like I thought we were. So looks like maybe that would be pointless on a summon build. We could have probably gone with the fire skills, increase your crit chance. I think it's like a maximum of 20% bonus, so it's not like a super huge loss. We got a decent level of crit chance. I don't know why we can't see our stats in the Netherworld, or until we get into the Netherworld. What's our inherent crit chance? 153. Yeah, not bad. Jesus H. Christ. All the volcanoes. There we go. We'll take the lethality. I'm going to keep on upping our crit chance then. Area effect of everything. I'm good with that. I'm going to keep on going with extra health. I want to see how high I can get my health. You have 730. I think the most health I've ever had was like right over 1,000, and I think that was due to the shaman buffing up his health with fortitude. We're moving so fast now. Getting our exotic beasts up really does kind of help with that. Let's go with... I think I'm going to go with the powerful strikes. Powerful strikes. Alright. Corrupted mages. Increase quantity of our pyrodactyls by an additional 2. Yes. Let's go with more health. Not really worried about gaining levels anymore. We're still gaining levels at a pretty quick clip. So I seriously doubt we need to really worry about our XP gain. I'm gonna take the health. Alright, let's get over here to this blue objective. Void Lords. Okay. They're just trying not to get hooked onto a building. Which has been the one part that plagues me about this area, is that I've gotten hooked on so many buildings on accident. Reroll a couple of times. Fiery amplification. Almost 700% fiery potency in our skills. That's nice. And looks like we only need one more objective. Should we go for the epic objective? What is it? Void Lords. Yeah, we can do that. Extra health. Almost 800 health. I'm going to turn down my effects real quick. Just so I can see if they put anything on the ground. Oh, there we go. Man, that was fast. Extra health. Hey, look, we're over 800 health. Damage increased by 30% of all of our skills. Sure, I'll go with the lethality. Frequency. And because this is a level 5 on +9, this is going to be the Corrupted Arcane Weaver for the final fight. And then the Void King's 3 forms. We'll have to see how much health this guy's got. This guy's got 1,000 million, billion, trillion. This guy's got 1.9 trillion health. Almost, I think it started out with 2 trillion health. Oh my god. Look at that health disappear. Look at all that health. That was 2 trillion health that just disappeared in the blink of an eye. Oh wait, was this oh, we gotta pick up the power. That's right. Damage modifier, cast frequency, move speed, and dash count. Or 100% crit chance. What do we want here? I think we go with the crit chance. Our damage is pretty high already. This is gonna just make our crits have crits. Maybe. Let's go with that one. Alright, how much health does this guy have? 1.5 trillion. Okay, this went from like meme build to like legitimately just an absolute monster destroyer. Alright, get his ass. Come on, birdos. I want him dead before we start seeing the areas on the ground. Oh, shoot. We're gonna start seeing the areas on the ground. Oh, we're standing in it. I thought we... Oh my god, it saved my... Did I lose a life? I can't tell. We did lose a life. Hey, melts him. Oh my god, that was so fast! We did lose a life there. I thought the area would cascade back to solid ground whenever I dashed to it. That's crazy. I didn't even see how much health he had in the last form, but he easily had over 3 trillion health altogether. If we were going for a specific thing, it'd probably be Wound, just because I still haven't seen what Wound does. But that is the end of the run. That was the meme build. We made it to level 168. Overall level over my Beastmaster, now pumping up a little bit. I know people have put a lot more time into that game, but look at that. We only had one instance of Lava Tyrant, and he came out on top with 10.5 trillion damage. So the double Volcano Eruption probably helped out a lot. Summon Pyrodactyl actually did 5.8 trillion, which was insane on its own. So, not entirely a meme build. This thing actually works really well. So yeah, anyways, going back to the character selection screen here, we did use the Ancestral Flame, and we took for our runes, the Weapon Expert, Reroll Mastery, and Skill Mastery Fire, so that way we could take Volcano Eruption from the Chaos Walker. And then for our other Tenacity runes, we took Elemental Flow, Searing Intensity, and that Singular Focus, so that way we could get up on the triple dose of the Pyrodactyl, double dose of the Volcano Eruption, and using our Tyrant, Lava Tyrant, to basically just wreak havoc on the map. So that being said, if you like the sort of content, you want to see more build guides like this here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think of this build. And until next time, you guys take care, and I will catch you all then. Later.